Today I gave my dad two choices. He either has to change his tactic every season or he has to keep the same tactic across 5 years. So as Juventus manager, he decided to choose one tactic for the whole 5 seasons, while I have to use a different tactic every season with Napoli. Other than that though, it's normal versus rebuilds point system that applies, so get your predictions in as to who wins down in the comments below. Right Dad, a rebuild today with a bit of a tactical twist.
Yes.
I gave you the option. Would you like to change your tactic every season or keep the same tactic every season?
Yeah, I am the Tinkerman, so I do like tinkering, but I opted to stay as I was because your knowledge with tactics is a lot better than mine, and I thought I might get stuck. So I thought one good tactic, keep it, go with it. So that's what I've done.
Yeah, so the tactic that you've gone for might be no surprise to people who've been watching videos recently. Dad's 4-2-3-1,
yes,
which has been so good when you have used it. So I'm not surprised when you did say that. I thought, oh, I know where this is going. But yeah, so I've got to do a different shape every single season. So you're being Juventus, I am being Napoli. Now, they're not local rivals, but what they are is sort of rivals within competition. So
yes,
historic rivals on the game. So that's the reason why we decided to be them. We haven't done Italy for a while, so we thought it would be quite fun to do that. With two fairly even squads as well. I think I've got some better players, but I think all around you've got a better squad if we're looking at it. So I think that it's fairly fair, but I gave you the option.
Yeah,
you decided to keep the tactic.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at it then, because you're locking in 2 players to begin with.
Yeah, I am, yeah. There's the
Vlahovic up front.
Yeah, I fancied this striker a bit more than the other strikers I've got in this squad. He is a good striker anyway, good strong striker, so I want to lock this guy in. And the other guy, Thuram, I do like this player, and he's a very, very strong box-to-box midfielder, playmaker, whichever you want to call him, because he can do both. So I wanted to make sure this guy's in my team, so I've locked him in as well. Yeah,
other than set pieces, he's got an 11 or above in everything. Yeah, doesn't really have a weakness on the ball.
He's very, very strong, and so yeah, he wasn't getting into the team if you do the best 11, but I wanted to make sure he was.
All right, so if we have a look at the best 11 without those, with those players locked in, it does play the likes of Coop Miners, Locatelli. It has Cambiasso. I mean, this isn't right. Let's go. Sometimes that thing bugs. There we go. So Thuram actually has Openda up front, which is a loan, and I think it's a loan to buy as long as Juve don't get relegated, which is the weirdest contract I've ever seen for a loan club as big as Juve. So you can see here, if they avoid relegation, you're obligated to sign him for £35 million. So the only way you're not getting Openda next year is if you get relegated.
Yeah, so I don't think that's what happens, is it? So.
No, that's it. So you have Openda in there. Jonathan David's in the lineup as well. You got Gatti, Bremer, Di Gregorio, Kalulu, and Cambiasso at left back. But I think some of your key players is your wingers. Yeah. The fact that you're playing wingers, obviously, is going to help you throughout. Consensao, very good player on this already. Yeah. And Keenan Yildiz, I mean, I've watched a couple of Juve in the games in the Champions League. He looks so good.
He is very good, yeah. And if he does get injured, I got, I think it's Davies can play in that position as well. Yeah. So he's handy to have in the squad. So like you said, I've got a very, very strong squad.
Yep. Okay, let's have a look then at my Napoli team. We didn't do any signings in this first year. Not that I think Napoli had any money. £22 million, but they're over the wage, so I'm never going to bring anybody in for that. So season by season, I have to make sure I'm playing a completely different shape every single season. That's the rule. So first thing is going to go down a route, and we're going to look more into the in possession, because I think out of possession, it don't really matter,
possession is more
in possession is where the formation's going to change. Yeah. We are going with a narrow box formation. So this is based off of the diamond that I had. I played the diamond in the first couple of games. Didn't do too well, you'll see. So I switched it up, and I went for a narrow box instead. Gutierrez is going to be the only player that I'm going to try and lock in that left wing back role. I think he's young enough and good enough to be there, because best 11 pick puts Oliveira in there. And I don't know why, because I think Gutierrez is a better player. Outside of that, I'm okay with the rest of the lineup. We do have Lukaku out until January, so it's going to be Rasmus Højlund and Lorenzo Luca up front in this first year from Udinese. So, yeah, we've got 2 strikers very recognisable. Lorenzo Luca, a bit of a foot manager wonder-kid legend, and Rasmus Højlund, who done all right at Napoli, never quite cut it, of course, at Manchester United. But in behind them, speaking of Manchester, we've got Scott McTominay and, of course, Kevin De Bruyne. So,
what a midfield that is.
Yeah, and an attacking forward midfield too. Yeah. I'm giving De Bruyne a free roll. I'm giving McTominay a shadow striker in behind a channel forward. I hope that kind of works. Lobotka and Gilmour in behind. But we've got options because I think... we've obviously got quite a few different... Zambo and Gisa is another really good centre midfielder that works well on this game, so we'll see. But yeah, as I said, it didn't start as I hoped. We drew to Atalanta. We lost to Inter Milan. So it's not like we're playing the bums of the league.
No, and two top
doing
teams.
Bad. But I still thought, right, let's change it while it isn't going our way before we go full pelt into this season. Your results, Dad, having a look at it though, you've got 4 points from the first 2 games, a home draw to Sassuolo.
Yeah, it was a bad result, wasn't it? I haven't played anybody at all with classes in the top 5, and I've only got 4 points out of it, so not very good, really.
Yeah, I mean, you were 2-0 up until the 91st minute.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. That's such a bad result, wasn't it?
Unlucky.
Yeah.
But there we go. So Champions League football for you this start of the season. Arsenal's in there. Eintracht Frankfurt, Celtic, PSG, PSV, Sturm Graz as well. Of course, I am also in the Champions League too. The fixtures for me, I mean, starting off with a few easy ones, to be honest. Olympiacos, Union Saint-Gilloise, and then Fenerbahce. And that's when it gets difficult for me too. I've also got PSG, Atletico Madrid, Celtic as well. And then ending things off with Villarreal and Manchester City. So, difficult group stage. Yes. So, normal points is the standard for this. Let's see who picks up the most in Season 1. Alright, Season number 1. Juventus are champions, Dad.
Pleased with that.
Yeah. So I think that's
the difference as well. So locking me striker might have worked for me.
Yeah, that's the first time for a while I think Juve have actually won the league. If we're looking at past winners, it's been such a long time since 2020. It was the last time that they won it. Didn't they? Yeah, I mean that was when they were dominating as well. So Napoli has won it, of course, twice since, but well done. Brought them back, and quite easy as well, as you say, 7 points. Scoring the most goals, conceding one of the least.
Yeah.
Who did concede the least?
Napoli,
Now, which I didn't expect, considering my midfield and how attacking they were, go at bombing forward. But there we go. The one thing I am quite shocked with is Como getting relegated.
Yes.
Because they got some unbelievable players. They've got a really good manager in Cesc Fabregas.
Yeah.
And they got the money. They are the richest club at the minute in Italy.
Yeah.
So, quite shocked by that. I wouldn't see that happening in real life.
No, I don't think it will. I think that's a team of the future, really.
Yeah, I agree. I can see them being top 4 in the very couple of few seasons coming up. Player statistics, though. I did see Rasmus Højlund at the highest average rating, which is kind of hilarious. But the most goals, Dusan Vlahovic with 22.
Yeah, please.
Rasmus behind with 19. So, Kevin De Bruyne did well as well. 16 goals for him, too. Keelan Yildiz was up there. Joint 18th with 13. So, yeah, we're getting in and around it for sure. Not too bad at all. Right, so you've won the Serie A. How many games did you lose to me? Oh, both of them. I was only joking. I was being sarcastic. That's 2 points I picked up. But you win 5, of course, for winning the league.
Yeah.
But that's 2 out of clawback for winning. I only lost 4 games all season, which... The draws, bloody hell, 13. It goes down until you get to this little stage down here with Atalanta, until you get that amount of draws. Silly amount of draws.
It's cost you a lot of points, really.
It has. Let's have a look at competitions then. The Coppa Italia was won by Fiorentina. Beat Juve in the final. Oh,
that would have been a good start.
Unlucky.
That would have been a really good start, wouldn't it?
It was 1-1. You were down to 10 men. The left back was sent off. It was 1-1. Then they went 3-1 up before you pulled back a consolation goal. But yeah, that would have been a great start. That would have been 8 points right there. Did we play each other in the Super Cup? I don't think we did, because the semi-final, I was only in it. We'll have to keep a track on that, though, because there's a semi-final in that every single year. Now, the Champions League was won by Arsenal. The league phase, let's have a look at that. So I finished in 8th, you finished in 9th. So we had exactly the same record, just with a different goal difference. So you had to play a round extra because of the goal difference. Which is, you went through against Bayer Leverkusen. Round of 16 was where I met my demise. In fact, both of us. Arsenal beat you 3-2, 5-1 against Barcelona.
2-0 up, and they beat me 3-0.
Yeah, so disappointing start to us in Europe for sure. Not great not even getting to the quarterfinal stage for the Italian clubs. Okay, well, Napoli. Let's have a look then at how we perform. Rasmus Højlund was the top scorer with 23. Kevin De Bruyne got 19 and 12. Very good. Tomini got 16 as well. Not too bad. Politano got quite a lot of assists. I don't know why he played that many games, considering he's more of a winger. So I'm guessing he played in a free role. No idea how he got that many assists or played that many games, but nevertheless, well done to him. Gutierrez got 11 assists too.
Got McTominay when he played 34 games, so he might have
had
an injury.
Yeah, he might have had an injury, missed out, and Politano's filled in. Right now, I'm kind of worried though, because finances, I'm down at £9 million, and we only have £5 million in the transfer budget, so we could be struggling here to bring in a key signing for season number 2.
Could make it a bit easier for me.
Well, speak too soon. Let's have a look at your budgets in a minute. Squad-wise for you, so locked in Dusan Vlahovic got 37 goals.
Yeah, pleased with that. Very good.
Keenan Yildiz, 16 and 12. Nowhere near as the surprise package of the year in Carlson Sau. 16 and 26
assists. That's very good, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah, very good from him.
Got to make sure this guy's available on the wing every season, I think.
Yeah,
he can do that.
Brilliant. Even Jonathan David, who I struggle so much to get to work in Football Manager. Every year that I've tried Jonathan David, never can get the guy firing.
He's one of those players that I look at every time and I just think, I don't know, because you sort of look at him and you think he could be, and like you say, he's good on both feet as well. And it's taking that chance on him, really, because he can play the 2 roles as well. So, but I'm pleased. That's
He's
really
done
good.
well for you this year.
He's done really well for me, yeah.
14 and 10. It's not bad playing attacking midfield. No, you've only got $6 million. You got a bigger wage, but only £6 million to spend.
The problem is, you're saying I've got a big wage, but you sign big players, that wage is exactly what they want, isn't it? They're only 200.
£35 million in the bank. One thing we didn't check is the cup. Obviously, Fiorentina beat you in there, but where did I go? Where did I get to? So I wasn't in the semi-final. Good job you checked. Quarter-final, you eliminated me 4-2, which means you get a point for beating me and a point for knocking me out.
That makes up for the crucial 2 games that I lost in the league.
That does. So you get an extra 2 points there.
Yes.
Right, going into season 2, let's have a look at the points. Season number 1 points are Vega Luke with 2 and Dad with 7. My key signing was my only signing this summer in Afen Gruber, who joins me from Elche at centre-back on a free transfer.
My key signing was Baldanzi. He is an instant upgrade to my starting 11 in the attacking midfield position.
Right, Dad, Baldanzi and Afen Gruber, those were our only signings.
2 really good signings, I feel, as well.
Yeah, so couldn't get rid of a lot of players. You also did bring in, of course, Lewis Openda.
Well, the deal was already done, wasn't it? So I didn't get relegated, like I said.
That might be the reason why you didn't have a budget.
It could well be,
they've already set back the £35 million
for that. Yeah, probably was, yeah.
Because you did actually sell a couple of players as well. There were a couple of players who did leave the club. You've got Timothy Weah, who's gone for £12 million, which of course helps towards the Baldanzi deal, as well as João Mario. So there's a couple of players who did leave the club, giving you enough of the wages to do so. So, I mean, we know what tactic you're playing because you can't change it. You're locked in to the exact same one. So it looks like Openda's going to go up front this year. Nobody being locked in at the start of the season. Baldanzi gets his place.
Puts everybody in the position where I want them to be. So Baldanzi's there. That's exactly what I wanted to be him. A good attacking midfielder. So I'm pleased with that.
All right, okay. Let's have a look at the start of your results then, because they've been quite good, to be honest.
Start of that, yeah.
I mean, you beat AC Milan in a friendly. And then, literally, the week after...
We've talked about this before in Italy.
It happens so often.
They play friendlies against themselves, which is good because you work out how good you're going to be. But I don't think AC Milan were very, very happy with me at all, really, were they?
Right. Always lines up that it's the next game as well. So 7-1 in the friendly, and
9
then
days
6-2.
I scored 13 goals against them in 9 days. So
I mean, if you go to the Allianz Stadium at Juve and then you go and watch, they got AC Milan in a friendly. We won 7-1. That's lovely. I bet what happened in the league, and then you win 6-2.
Yeah.
Just days later, 6-2. Lovely stuff. And your new signing, Tommaso Baldanzi. Everybody's excited. We've made a new signing. We've only made one signing because money's a bit tight. We've had to bring in a young Italian. Scores within 2 minutes, bangs in a hat-trick.
What a start that is for a minute,
eh? Lovely stuff.
Yeah, good start. Can I do it again? Can I win the league again this season?
Well, you have to have a look.
Pressure's on you, mate.
Mantova with a 3-1 win against them as well. But let's have a look at Champions League
scored 2 goals
fixtures.
in that game as well.
He did, yeah, he's on fire right now. 5-2. Real Madrid, Celtic, Feyenoord's in there. OH Leuven by Leverkusen, by Munich. And then we've got Copenhagen and FCSB. We've also got each other in the Super Cup semi-final this year.
Have to look at that. Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, I think that's an easier group this season for me to make sure I don't have to go in the playoffs. I think.
Yeah, I agree. So I only made one sign in Afen Gruber at centre back. Let's have a look at the tactical shape this season. Switching things up, of course, from the Brazilian box that we played last year, which of course was this one. I'll try and keep it across the top to remind ourselves what I'm going from. This year, 3 at the back. And we're starting off narrow and out of possession. We're going wide. So a little bit different here. So we're going with a 5-2-1-2. We've got McTominay, De Bruyne and Zambo and Gisa in that midfield. But when we go out of possession, Lukaku and Højlund split wide, and it allows McTominay to be a tracking forward further forward. So, bit of an interesting concept.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out. But we've got the centre-backs for it, and bringing in Afen Gruber as well gives us more options at centre-back. So, I think that's definitely the best way to go while we haven't got the money to be splashing around to change a complete tactical shape and, you know, go 4 up top or whatever, while we still got the likes of Lukaku, because he's 33 right now, and I don't really want to sell him when his value's that low. Let's just keep him.
No point really.
Yeah.
I mean, his natural fitness is 15, so he's still there.
It might be a couple of seasons. So let's have a look at the how the tactic played out the first couple of games of the season. We beat Torino 1-0, which of course your local rivals. Højlund scored that one. Then we beat Bari, who I think was another promoted side, 5-0, but they did have a player sent off when we were only 2-0 up. So yeah, Rasmus Højlund got himself a hat-trick as well. So both players that we've got scoring some goals. FC Porto and Liverpool. And to be fair, if you think about it as well, Rasmus Højlund would have been a new signing for me technically. It's the same scenario as Openda. He was a loan to buy. And I think the deal for Højlund is if Napoli qualify in the Champions League, it's a permanent deal, which is the reason why it was a permanent deal here and why it probably is going to be a permanent deal in real life too.
Yeah.
So that's I think that's the reason why. Okay, we got Porto, Liverpool, AZ Alkmaar, Sturm Graz, Spurs are somehow managed to qualify for the Champions League. That isn't realistic, is it? They're scrapping for relegation at the minute.
Mate, we are in so much trouble.
Everybody's been asking me about it. I've just been laughing. Barcelona, and then the final one is Fenerbahce and Wolfsburg.
It's an easier one than you did last season.
Yeah, just a couple of tough ones, the likes of Barcelona, of course, and Liverpool. So the rest, easy, including Spurs. All right, season number 2 then. I'm a bit behind on the points to kick things off, but will this new tactic work out? All right, what a great season it is for Napoli. The 3 at the back.
Oh, dear,
it worked. Love it when that happens. You lost too many games because you only drew 3.
Only drew 3, yeah.
So you drew 3 games against Parma, Inter, Atalanta, but you lost 9. One of them was to me.
I conceded a lot of goals.
Yeah. I didn't. 28. Defensively, we were
very good,
unbelievable. 5 losses for me. Lost against you 2-0 away from home, but I mean 7-2 when you came to Naples. You were terrible away. All the games that you lost.
There's a couple of 7s in there.
Yeah. Unless that means Serie A. You don't quite know now.
No.
It's away. But it's funny when you're going through and it says A and you're like, away game again. And you're like, no, it means Serie A.
Serie A, yeah.
But yeah, so you were terrible playing away. You conceded 7 goals twice, 4 at least once, and a 3-0 against Fiorentina. Very bad away from home. You scored the most goals.
Yeah, I mean...
by a mile. 103.
Obviously, got to look at my defence then, haven't I?
Yeah. Roma splitting us, which does surprise me. The Milan clubs have really dropped off, haven't they? 6th and 7th place for the Milan clubs. Nowhere near us, but there we go. Let's have a look at the player statistics, because the total goals this season was Dybala at Roma, who got... he got 34 goals from attacking midfield. That's unbelievable. Who is dealing out that black magic? Italiano. Right, okay. Fair enough. Dybala is good, but how is he getting 34 goals out of him?
I do like signing him as well, because you can usually get him quite cheap because of his age, don't you?
Yeah. So, his natural fitness is terrible this year.
Yeah, that's the only problem with him,
which ruins him. But wow, that is unbelievable amount of goals.
Sometimes it works with him.
So, our players were up there. Openda was the 2nd top scorer with 28. Lukaku got 20, Rasmus Højlund got 16, so obviously with my split in strikers now, they're not going to get as many goals. And Conceição, who obviously had a great season last year, got 14 goals as well. Baldanzi, new signing, 17.
There's another player on there we like size. Denzel Dumfries.
Yeah.
15 goals from
15
right
goals
back.
from right wing back.
He's a player and a half, and he likes to score.
Unbelievable striker. 15 finishing, 17 heading. The pace on him's unbelievable. Composure 14. Off the ball 18. Play the man up front. He is absolutely brilliant. Not too bad, but how have we done in the cups? Because, of course, we've got to play down in the Super Cup as well. We need to have a look at that. Was there a Coppa Italia win? No. Oh, it's a bad day for Juve fans.
Yes.
Because they're Local rivals Torino have picked up the Coppa Italia.
Oh, no,
3-0.
no. I hope they didn't knock me out as well.
Well, let's have a look. So, third round, we'll go back as far as they did.
I spoke too soon. Do you know everything I'm thinking too soon happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll keep my mouth shut now, I think.
Penalties as well, 2-2, knocking you out. While I was knocking out Palermo. Quarterfinal, they knocked me out. Fair play.
Yeah.
They deserve to win it.
They deserve to win it, yeah.
Yeah, they've gone on to beat AC Milan in the final, which, as you're looking at those clubs, were the best ones left in it. So, congrats to Torino, a well-deserved Coppa Italia. You did win the Super Cup, Dad, which tells me you must have knocked me out of the semi-final. You did. You battered me 3-0. So, you do get a point for that one.
Yes.
So, we will add that to the tally too. But what about the Champions League? Round of 16, I was eliminated. Spurs go on and win it against Arsenal in the final.
Hey, that could happen still, mate. I tell you, we're that good. In Europe, we're in Europe, we're that good.
No, because do you know why it won't happen? Arsenal will play the dirtiest game ever and will beat you 4-0 with 4 corners.
4 corners, yeah.
That's how it will be
And the
played
goalkeeper
out.
would get injured about 4 times and go down, and all the players would run off to the side and get their new tactics and go back on again. Yeah, we've sussed our style already, haven't we?
Now, Arsenal fans, you know how much I all love you. You know, I've never try and wind you up, but your team is horrendous to watch. It is so boring to watch an Arsenal game. The only Arsenal game I've really enjoyed watching recently was when Man United pumped you. So, moving on, let's find out where we finished. So, league phase. This time you were creeping in 8th place. Lost 3 games there. Real Madrid, Feyenoord. You got battered when you went to Rotterdam and lost to Bayern Munich at home. And then 5 wins there. The 5 games you'd think you'd win. Yeah. I was exactly the same. We had the same again, 15.
Yeah.
I had some good wins in there against Porto, but I lost the 3 games that I, again, would have expected. Losing against the champion Spurs. You can't go wrong with that. Can't complain, can you? And then Liverpool and Barcelona. So we then went through. Where did we go? So I went to the knockout playoff round. Knocked out AZ Alkmaar on penalties, so that was a close one. Round of 16 was when, again, I was knocked out because of Liverpool. You got past Inter Milan 5-4.
That's a good one to win.
And then Liverpool knocked you out 8-3 in the quarters with a 6-0 Anfield win.
Oh, dear.
Wow. So, yeah, unlucky
Got
with
a
that
right tank in there, don't I?
Absolutely. All right, so fairly entertaining season with Napoli lifting the Scudetto. Goals-wise, Romelu Lukaku with 27, Højlund got 18, Luka got 15. So I know I've got those 3 strikers to rely on if I want to keep a 2-striker formation next season. Kevin De Bruyne, is he still around? He hasn't decided to retire yet. Age 35, still looks absolutely unbelievable.
Fitness is still there, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy as long as he's happy. And Scott McTominay, 8 and 8. I was hoping a bit more from Scotty there, but never mind. That's maybe the goals. Defensively, we were absolutely solid, so can't complain too much. Money, are you giving us any? No, again. We are minus 25 in the loss at the minute, so before we have a look at the points, Dad, let's have a look at your squad. How have they performed this year? Openda with 35.
Very good.
Most goals there.
Yeah.
New signing Tommaso Baldanzi, 21 and 10.
Really pleased with that. Didn't think he'd be that good, but really pleased with that.
Yeah. Constant continues to impress with 16 and 20.
Yeah.
Especially when Keenan Yield is a bit underwhelming, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the average rating's good, but only 9 goals and 12 assists from a player that turns into a bit of a baller, must admit. Fair enough. Kevin Durant, one of your best players now, you can see by the looks of the star rating.
Yeah.
But the money-wise, oh, there we go. So you got it now.
Yeah, so I probably did get it last
million.
season, but like you said, the loan signing
The
that came in,
Openda.
and it proved that the board were right by signing him.
Well, yeah,
he
you
can go score this season.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's have a look at the points then, going into Season 3. Season 2 points are Mega Luke with 6, Dad with 2, meaning the total points are Mega Luke with 8, and Dad with 9. My key signing was an easy one. Dominic Szoboszlai for just £23 million, and it might be the best transfer I've pulled off in FM26, and I'm excited to see him alongside McTominay.
My key signing is a young right-back in Hector Fort from Barcelona. Can play both sides, but for this season, I want the 45 million man to be my starting right-back.
That a very interesting transfer window because, I mean, I'm surprised you picked Hector Fort as your key signing when you signed the likes of who?
Francesco Esposito.
Every time.
Or as I like to call him, Frank,
yeah. Frank Evans.
Yes.
As well as Scalvini.
Yeah, Scalvini, it was a touch and go where it was going to be Scalvini, who's a very good centre-back, but I don't think... get him in the team, where I want Hector Fort to be right in the team.
Because Evan Ndika as well.
Yeah,
I've had a good signings.
Good. I mean, I'm conceding too many goals.
Yeah.
I've sorted my defence out.
Capriel is in as well in goal.
Yeah.
Some good Italian knowledge. Players on the outs, I mean, there's only £1 million there, but there was £79 million elsewhere. That's because Bremer was picked off by Spurs.
Yes.
On a release clause.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So you didn't have a choice.
The reason being, that's why I've signed some defenders, because I lost him as well.
Yeah.
I feel that I've really strengthened my defence up, and I've got Frank Indo up in the attack just in case I get any injuries.
Okay, well, again, tactic isn't going to change, but Hector Fort is locked in that right position.
Yeah.
Going to give as much game time as him as possible. If we're looking at the best 11, Kalulu goes in there, which is the reason why Dad's done that.
And Kalulu is a very, very good right back, but I want to give Hector a good season and see how he turns out. Then I might let them fight it out between them.
All right, so start of the season then. AC Milan, a big victory against them, but Sassuolo's definitely your bogey team at the minute.
Me again, and they, yeah, so.
I swear you played Genoa and Sassuolo the start of last season, or was it the season before?
The season before it was, yeah.
Yeah, Genoa and Sassuolo. So in that order as well, playing against them again, but this time away to Sassuolo instead of home and home to Genoa. But yeah, I mean, 2-0, 2-0.
I lose 2-0 to them, and then I'll go and beat AC Milan 2-1.
Yeah, with Hector Fort getting sent off.
That's great, isn't it?
Brilliant. Good start to his career. Club Brugge and Liverpool to start things off. Liverpool without Szoboszlai.
Yeah, so that's done me a favour.
Can't believe that. Bayer Leverkusen is in there as well. Slavia Prague, Chelsea, Arsenal. So you're playing a lot of English teams. Shakhtar away to Galatasaray at the end.
No, trip to hell.
Yeah.
And that's the last game. Oh, that's going to be such a difficult game, isn't it?
Oh.
They are such a good team and strong team at home, aren't they?
Yeah. All right. So let's have a look at the rest of the signings. There isn't any. Actually, there's a right back in Mark Pubel. £22 million. You can see why Szoboszlai was my key signing.
Yeah.
But Mark Pubel's still a very good asset to have at right back right now. I think he's a quality player that we've picked up for quite a cheap price. How have I got Szoboszlai? Transfer listed for £23 million. I mean, I'm going to have a look at the career stats.
Something's wrong there, isn't it?
Yeah, so last season, the 26-27 season, he played 2 games. The season before, he played 16.
Yeah, so he's obviously
He's
not in
not
favour.
Playing him. So the manager is still on a slot. Wow. I don't know why.
Does he know what he's doing? Does he know what he's doing? I'll ask you, Liverpool fan, does he know what he's doing?
Yeah, you tell me. Because, I mean, was he injured maybe? I mean, it's very weird.
I mean, in real life, he's playing so well.
Yeah.
Scoring some absolutely screamers of goals.
No, he hasn't been injured either. He's never missed, more than 3 or 4 days. He had the flu in 2025. He was out for 6 days. That's the longest he has been out. So, and the rest of it, he's just suffering from the common cold.
He's got to take his vitamins, isn't he?
Yeah. So he has not been out injured at all, and they just haven't been playing him.
Good signing for you. 26-year-old in his prime, he could be so good for you.
Yeah, so what a signing that is. Anyway, what shape am I playing? So last season, of course, we went from this, 3 at the back. We had an attacking midfielder, 2 up front, dropping into a 4-3-3. This season, we're going with this. So we've got a 4-4-2 out of possession, but it's starting off with a 4 with a DM and 3 in that centre midfield. Now that I've got also Szoboszlai, McTominay, we've got Kevin De Bruyne, who actually takes a bit of a back seat in this season because we've got the likes of Zambo and Gisa, we've got obviously McTominay, Lobotka is still around.
I mean, those 3 in midfield are so strong with the 2 in front of them as well, and they very strong going forward.
Luka and Højlund up front. I think I've actually lost Lukaku. I think he might have retired. It might have been his last season. Or he just didn't sign a new deal. Let's have a look at Lukaku. I thought he retired. No, he's gone to AC Milan. Betrayal!
Yes.
Don't like that.
Well, it ain't working because I've already beat AC Milan.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. He did sign there as an impact sub, to be fair to him. But that's fine. I don't really care about that. We've got a good team, I think, for this season. How have we started, though? We lost to Udinese 3-2 to kick things off this season. So a bad result there. Rasmus did get 2 goals, but Lennon Miller and Profundi with the goals. 2 penalties. Annoying, isn't it? Because you don't really know the flow of the game, where it is, could have been 2 really bad mistakes. But then we beat Cremonense 5-1. Kevin De Bruyne got 2 goals there. Lorenzo Luca got 2 goals. Champions League games then. We got PSV and Manchester City. Benfica, followed by Villarreal and Sporting. Bayern Munich is there, and then Bilbao and Stuttgart. I think City, Bayern Munich is obviously the two hard ones there. I think I've got a fairly easy run in the Champions League. And then it's just sort of like the clubs like Villarreal and Sporting, who I would expect to beat at this point.
We're not doing very well in Europe at the moment, are we? So
we're not, no.
We're getting in there, but as soon as we get into the knockout stages, that's going then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So hopefully something better this season.
All right then, season number 3. Let's get it underway and see what happens. Okay, season number 3. We were just talking about how the Milan sides were nowhere to be seen, and then they come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And win the league.
For the league by 2 points.
The form as well is quite embarrassing because you lost 2 games towards the end of the season, Lazio and Atalanta. And if you're looking at where they finish, just one of those results.
Yeah, cost me.
So, unfortunate.
I'm still scoring goals as well, but my goal difference is a little bit better. So obviously I tightened the defence up a little bit better, so it helped.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I lost too many games this year, 11 losses, so both games against you as well. It's fair to say, Season 3 tactic was a failure.
Yes.
Definitely didn't work as good as what Season 2's tactic did. So, never mind, we go again next year with a brand new shape and a brand new tactic. Now, let's have a look at the Coppa Italia. It might be quite good, actually, this tactic, because we've won that one. 3 points there. So you finish higher, you won both games, that's 3 points for you. I win the cup, boom.
Yeah.
Those 3 points are over. Noah Lang and Rasmus Højlund scored the goals. They were against 10 men.
You didn't knock me out, that's all now.
Oh, that could be even better for me. Quarter-final, no, you are out early. Third round by Lazio.
I mean, I haven't won it, so I'll take that. You haven't knocked me out, so...
Super Cup, did we play each other in the Super Cup? I got to the final, which means if we did, no, we didn't. I can't remember whether you were in it or not, so never mind. But the Champions League, bloody Liverpool again. That's at least 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Real Madrid got to the final and beat Chelsea. Let's have a look then. League phase. Whoa.
Oh, what's happened here then?
What happened? 18th place, 22nd place. I lost 2 games against City and Bilbao, drew 3, and then I won 3 against PSV, Villarreal, and Sporting. You won 3 games. You beat Arsenal 1-0.
Easy.
The other 2 results were fairly easy too.
Boring 1-0, eh?
They were playing for corners. Drew to Slavia Prague.
That's a bad result.
Yeah, and then lost 4 games. Shakhtar away, Galatasaray away.
Game
All your away games.
Yeah, that last game was always going to be the hard one, really, for me. But yeah, like you say, the home form's got me through.
Yeah, they absolutely destroyed you as well.
I'm not good at travelling.
All right, so never mind. Then we went through to the knockout playoff round. That's where you were eliminated by Benfica.
I don't mind that. I like Benfica, one of my favourite teams. I don't know whether you did do that.
Yeah, and then Napoli beating Roma 7-3.
Result for you there, yeah.
But the round of 16 was Liverpool again. That knocked me out. Never mind. Right. Okay, bad season for both of us.
Yes.
Even though I did win the Coppa Italia for the first time. Lorenzo Luca and Højlund both sharing the goals, 20 each. McTominay got 19.
19, well done, mate.
De Bruyne got 14 and 14.
When you think he wasn't in the starting lineup, he still played 42 games.
Yeah, this is his last season, though. Retiring.
Yeah.
That's a shame. But
one of the best midfield players in the Premier League.
Ever? Yeah.
I don't know what ever, but one of the best.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You got Hazard as well, you in there.
Well, he's not midfielder.
Oh, one from Spurs went to Real Madrid.
Modric.
Yeah.
When you said Spurs, I was like, what? And then you said Modric. I was like, that's fair enough.
Yeah, you're good. there's a few that's played in the Premier League, but yeah, he's definitely one of the best.
Yeah, I agree. Whether he's top 5 midfielders of all time in the Premier League, or he's in the conversation for it for sure.
Gotta be.
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but he's in the conversation for it. Okay, let's have a look then at money for me this season. £50 million.
Starting to support you now. Good wage as well.
We still haven't got much money in the bank, so I don't know where this is coming from. But still, I mean, I'll take it. And then yourself, Dad. Let's have a look at your squad at the end of this season. So 28 goals from Loa Sapenda, still doing well, still scoring goals. Constant Sal's had another good year, 17 and 12, 16 for Jonathan David. Baldanzi's done okay, not amazing.
I'm looking at it. Where's Jonathan David playing all these games? And he playing 25 games. You know, starting off in 25, coming on in 23 and scoring 16 goals.
Yeah.
And he's not getting in my starting lineup. It's such a good player for me, really.
I mean, Esposito,
he's not going to
games.
He's not going to get in the team, is he? And I really do feel sorry for him. But Frank,
£50 million you spent on him.
Yeah, he's there to help me just in case I do get an injury. Just so
£50 million if I get an injury.
You know what? I bought him and I thought I'm gonna give it 1 or 2 seasons or so and then lock him in. But Openda's just doing so well, and I'm only playing one up front.
Well, this is the trouble. I think you're making the mistake take, you've got 4 strikers.
Yeah.
You can't change tactic.
No, don't want. I've tried selling David.
I know. Jonathan David has been up for sale with a bid accepted the last 2 seasons.
He keeps turning them down.
Yeah.
So I am trying to sell my strikers. And do you know the annoying thing is, and I don't know where people have found this on FM26, it's coming up as wanted, and you try and sell them, and so you put on the who's interested, and it comes up no one. But when I'm beside it, it says wanted, so no one's trying to buy these players, and yet it's wanted at the end of the season. So you probably won't better find one now. But that's what I've been finding when I'm.
No, none of your players are wanted now. They're all crap. Consensao. So let's put this theory to the test then. Liverpool are currently wanting Consensao as we speak. If we go to, I mean, we are in June. Active interest, need to sell. So it would come in PSG and Liverpool. 37.
Calling me a liar now. FM26 is calling me a liar, but I'm finding that's the problem.
I do agree.
I am really struggling to sell players. But I'll take your point. I've got him in there, 50 million for a player that I'm not even using, and he's scoring goals for the other guy for me. So
I think it's bad management bringing in another striker when you can only play one up front.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
£27 million in the budget. You are definitely in the red as well. £68 million in the red going into season number 4. Let's have a look at the points. Season 3 points are Megaluke with 3. Dad with 3, meaning the total points so far is Megaluke with 11. Dad with 12. This season, my key signing is Benoit Badiashile at centre-back. The French defender signs from Chelsea for £42 million and I think has all the attributes to thrive in the Serie A.
My key signing was the world-class midfielder Sandro Tonali, coming back to Italy for $70 million from Newcastle.
Good signing for you, Dad. $70 million for Sandro Tonali.
Yeah,
very good player.
Definitely strengthens up my midfield and bringing an Italian back to Italy.
Yeah.
But he's happy with that.
Was a class wonder kid back in the day when he came through, but he's going to go alongside Thuram, who you've making sure he's going to play all of that.
Play him in there, and he keeps being pushed out. So locking him in.
Tonali going in there. I think it was Pescara. He came through the youth academy at Brescia. So there it is. Pescara was Verratti. That was it. Verratti was Pescara. Brescia was Tonali. Of course, he don't exist anymore.
No,
which is a shame.
Yeah, it does,
but he went to AC Milan for a couple of seasons, and then they made big money on him. So feel a bit sorry for Brescia, really. But there we go. Great signing for you, 28 years of age. Let's have a look at the best 11 pick, because does it knock Thuram out of it? It does for Locatelli, which is weird because Locatelli's not, I would say, better than him.
No, it kept on
even as an advanced playmaker, which of course you can't change because you're keeping the same tactic. But there we go. Baldanzi's still in there, Keating Yildiz, Openda, so still very similar to what it was previously. Let's have a look at the start of the season. A loss to Inter Milan, kicking things off with a win to Spezia, and the bogey team is back.
It's fixed, this, isn't it? It's got to be fixed. How can they keep beating me every season?
Right at the
start
beginning
of the season.
They love playing.
I don't know. I bet you when the draw's done at the beginning of the season, your first game is, and I'll be like, oh no,
please be Juve, please be Juve, please be Juve.
Yeah, bad start. So I'm not happy with that at all. 1 win out of 3 games. Not a very good start.
No, not at all. Let's have a look at the Champions League fixtures, though. Salzburg, Arsenal, City, Victoria Pilsen, Benfica
again,
Bayern Munich,
not
then
good.
Lyon and Valencia.
It's not a good draw for me at all, is it?
That's 4 hard ones.
Yeah, it's not a good draw for me at all. I've got to be doing something at home. I think that's the only way I'm going to get through in this is winning my own games.
Yeah, I agree. I had a much busier transfer window, which is kind of nice because outside of the Szoboszlai one, not a lot of excitement in the transfer window until this season. So, didn't sell anybody of note. There was a couple of players who did leave for money, £17 million that I brought in. But the players that I also got in, a lot of loan deals and free transfers. Because, for the first time, we're going for wingers. We didn't have a lot of good winger options, which is the reason why it's taken to season 4.
Yeah.
But as you can see from this, I've gone all in on wingers. So Benoit Badiashile was my key signing, but Rio Ngamoa from Liverpool, bringing him in, another Liverpool signing. But he's a cracking little young player, isn't he? Ngamoa. He's made a big difference when he has come on in real life. Can play both sides, which is the reason why I've gone for him. Only 20 years of age. Very talented player. £50 million, but he's coming out of Liverpool, so it's understandably. Justin Kluivert, free transfer. I like a bit of Justin Kluivert, you know.
He certainly knows where the back of the net is.
God, he can hit him, can he?
Box, doesn't he? God, don't he just?
He can bang them for sure.
When was it? Sometime, I think it was last season, or it might have been this season, where he just scored like 4 weeks in a row
from outside the box. Yeah, and they were all corkers too. So cracking player from Bournemouth, free transfer. Terraziano, free transfer as well. Italian, can play across the back line, mainly at right back or right centre back. Then we got a couple of loan deals from Chelsea. So hooking me up from Chelsea. Estevao being one of them, of course.
Oh, he looks so good, doesn't he?
Great player.
I just don't understand why Chelsea are not playing him week in, week out. I know
Oh,
he's a
why
young
would you
star,
when you've got Garnacho?
This guy should be on the pitch every week.
Yeah, and then Giovanni Kenda, who I'm very excited to see next year when he comes to Chelsea, because of course he stayed on loan to Sporting. There's a lot about Giovanni Kenda, so we'll see when he comes. But yeah, 2 good loan signings for me, I think, with the 4 wingers that we have there, with Noah Lang as well. Now this, I haven't played this formation, I don't think, at all. So we have a 5 at the back, 4 across midfield, 1 striker formation. So this is very different to what we were playing last year. So last year, of course, we had this. Didn't quite work out. Now, with losing the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, didn't bring in a midfielder, and I wanted to go to wingers at some point, so that's the reason why we switched to this. We've got a wide forward on the left, and inside forward on the right, because we've got the wing back who's going to be bombing up, and on the left-hand side is more of a full-back. But in that centre of the defence, we've got an advanced centre-back. So when we got the ball, you'll see he pops forward. So in possession, he pops forward, and it creates a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
So it's a very familiar formation.
Yeah.
Then out of possession, of course, he'll drop back into a flat back 3, well, flat back 5, if anything. And it started off all right, to be honest. Considering I've never played it, I was a little bit apprehensive to play it, and we've started scoring goals considering we didn't have the players there.
I was expecting to see a lot of 1-0s.
Yeah, I mean, Cagliari, 4-0, Rasmus Højlund hat-trick.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. Lazio at home, can be a tricky tie. 3-1.
Those 2 last results were really good results.
Atalanta away.
Yeah, that's a brilliant
Going to
result.
Bergamo and getting a result is hard.
Yeah, definitely.
But we've done that. The Champions League fixtures, Atletico Madrid away, that'll be the first one that'll stump us, won't it?
Yeah.
It's bloody Diego. Then Ajax at home. We've got Fenerbahce away from home as well. Difficult one to go to. Liverpool and United. So we keep buying
both
Liverpool's
teams
players.
At home. So that's lucky,
both
really,
at home. Yeah. Karabag away. That's the most interesting place to go, I think, at the minute. Is Karabag. And then we've got Lille at home. Borussia Dortmund away. The yellow wall in the final game. Ooh, tricky.
I'd love to go there.
Yeah. So we have got some tough fixtures. All right. Season number 4 then. Can we reclaim back the title after Inter Milan popped up and came and won it from nowhere? Well, 4th season.
How did you win that with that tactic?
Get it.
What, you only conceded 2 goals?
We won it.
22 goals?
Yeah, we won it by the looks of it. On the last day, it went to the final day. Inter Milan, how did they do on that final day? So they beat Genoa. We beat Torino 5-0. So we managed to hold on to lifting the title. Roma was the reason why we did win it. So thank you to Roma for beating Inter in those last 5 games. That helped us jump to the top of the league. We conceded 22 goals and scored 107.
The 22 doesn't surprise me. The 107, I can't believe that. That's so good.
Might be my new favourite tactic.
I've got to say, that's a tactic to keep your eye on then, really.
Yeah. Most annoying thing is, I can't use it in the final season. So, yeah, never mind. But what a tactic. Only losing 5 games. Didn't lose to Juve. Did lose to it twice, though. So, did we draw to you? No. Very 6-0 when you came to Naples. Oh my god, you were getting hammered. 6-4, 6-2, 6-0.
God, I conceded a lot of goals there.
Wow, yeah, you really did.
Well, I've got to look at my defence again.
Yeah. Top scorers of the league, did we have any of that? So let's see. Attacking goals. Lautaro Martinez got 30 goals and 37. I like Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah.
I had a Inter Milan shirt with Martinez on the back, but
he
is
so good.
I think it was a fake one, and it like all the numbers and everything come off. I can't wear it anymore.
Who bought that for you?
Yeah, probably you. Rasmus Højlund got 19 in 13. Lois Openda also got 19.
I say this guy hasn't let me down, has he?
Yeah.
So I've definitely got to be looking at my defence.
Estevao did quite well on loan. 15 goals and 37 games. Dominic Szoboszlai, McTominay and Kluivert all got 11 as well. So they're all chipping in. All the lads are chipping in. It's the reason why we've done so well. Coppa Italia didn't get the double done. Oh, it's on penalties. Because I wasn't orange up there, I didn't see it. And I looked down there and it's me. Oh, can't believe that. Who cost me? Bukiema. Don't even like playing him. That's really annoying.
He don't look right at me.
Are you happy you missed a penalty? Yeah, he is fuming. I am too. Fiorentina's done quite well in this. I think that's the second time they've won it, but they beat me on penalties. Bloody typical. We pulled it back as well from being 2-0 down.
Yeah.
Never mind. Where did you go? You've been out early in some of these. So you beat Lecce in that one. Quarter-final. 4-0 against Lazio. Good results. You did get to the semi-final.
No. Oh, I knew it.
Oh, no. That sucks.
3-2.
You were 2-0 up. No, it was 0-0 second leg. So you don't win the point for that. I win 2 points. One for beating you in one leg. The draw doesn't count for anything, but one for knocking you out. Needed that. All right. Very good. Super Cup. I won that one as well. Beat Inter Milan. Did we play each other? I think we did. There's a point. There's another point.
That tactic's looking really good.
Tactic's looking brilliant. Yeah. Especially against you. Semi-final of the Champions League, though. It's another London. Yeah, another London-based Champions League final. Only 3-2 as well. So 2 Italian sides, 2
you did knock me out of this.
English sides. Lille.
Oh, still not there yet. God almighty. I don't believe it. I said it again, didn't I? I've got to learn to keep my mouth shut, I tell you what.
That's 3 points as well.
My mum says that to me, why don't you keep your mouth shut?
Yeah.
I've got to learn to keep it shut.
Beat you 3-1 in the first leg, 4-0 in the second leg, 3 points in total. For that, this is a bad year for you.
I just couldn't play against you, could I? You couldn't handle your tactic.
All 4 competitions. All 4 competitions. Knockout playoff round, you beat Porto. I didn't play in that, so I must have done all right. 4th.
Really well, yeah.
Take that. Lost to Dortmund in the final game.
That was your last game as well, wasn't it?
Drew Tagler. I knew it would cost me. 0-0. Bloody knew it.
To be honest with you, that's not a surprise a 0-0 there because I
was playing 5 at the back.
Defensive as well, didn't they?
It was literally just one person up front against 5 defenders on each side of the pitch. Typical. Dear. And then 6 wins. Beat Liverpool 3-0. Man United 4-1. Take that.
That's the 2 home games there. Those 2 teams. So you've done well, I think, to qualify.
Beat Arsenal in that one. They went on to win it, look.
Yeah.
Beat them 2-0 at the Emirates. 6-0 against Victoria Pilsen, 3-0 against Salzburg. You drew to Valencia. Lost 4 games. Lost to City, Benfica, Bayern Munich, and Lyon.
Lost 2 home games, so that's bad.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look how the team performed then. Goals-wise, we have got 27 for Rasmus Højlund. Lorenzo Lucas done very well off the bench, getting 18. Dominic Szoboszlai, what a season that is. 17 goals, 16 assists.
Very good.
Really good. Esteval got 16
good loan
goals.
signing that, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think I was smart because I didn't have enough money to bring in a lot of wingers.
Yeah.
So I think that was
especially when you know you've got to change it again. So if you don't play wingers, it hasn't been a waste of money, has it?
And Rio Ngamoa, who I spent £50 million on him. 20 years of age, 10 starts, 31 off the bench. That's what you'd expect for a teenager.
Yeah.
In this season. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Kenda's done really well, 13 and 12. So I'm quite happy with how that played out. I really like that tactic.
You gotta be on your Christ and money.
Gotta change it now though.
You won the league with it, so I don't know.
£50 million in the bank to spend in the transfer window. They bring in another winger or 2 as well. Let's have a look to see. 25 from Luis Openda. Hasn't let you down yet, is he? Turam,
he's I'm locking him in and he's not letting me down.
Yeah. Baldanzi, 13 assists. Yildiz, 12 assists.
It's all right, but I can see why I haven't won the league.
Yeah, I agree. You've got £50 million in the bank, which counts as your wage and your transfer budget
good, so,
going into Season 5. And you need a big Season 5.
I've got to look at my defence, stop conceding goals, because he's not going to let me down by scoring goals, so I've got to stop him.
All right, let's see what happens after we check the points. Season 4 points are Megaluk with 14, Dad with 0, meaning the total points going into the final year is Megaluk with 25, Dad with 12. My key signing is a free transfer as I pick up Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal as he runs out of contract with a tactic in mind where I need wingers again. This time I don't need to rely on the loan market.
My key signing was my only signing and it was Ryan Flamingo, a quality defender at the back from the Netherlands. He goes straight into my starting lineup.
Right, Dad, as you mentioned, the one and only signing that you made, Ryan Flamingo, he actually becomes pretty much your best defender as well. You can see he goes alongside Evan and Dika. For some reason it still puts Locatelli in there, so you want to put Thuram in that position there. It makes no sense to me, but yeah, Thuram is definitely the far better player than Locatelli, so putting him in, I can understand. I think the only thing that I can think maybe Locatelli goes in there is he left-footed? No. I don't know why then. Nobody understands why. But there we go. So anyway, let's have a look.
I think my defence is quite good with my only signing, so I'm quite pleased with that, really.
Yeah, the one and only game you've played is a win against Lecce, so it doesn't really give us too much.
No, just a clean sheet. That's all I'm happy with, really. Been conceding too many goals, so that's what I'm trying to do now.
Yeah.
Clean sheets, win games.
Didn't even score a goal, actually, because it was an own goal.
You got it.
So technically, Lecce scored for you. Now, the Champions League fixtures, you got Celtic and Liverpool to start things off. Borussia Dortmund's in there as well. Sociedad and Manchester City. Chelsea as well. So 3 English clubs, Sporting and PAOK at the end.
It's not a bad. It's one of them in it. You can qualify still, comfortably, or you'd be struggling in the last game to try and win it to get through.
Yeah, I think the Dortmund game's a key one here.
Yeah, probably could be.
Because with the 3 English teams, a key fixture would be beating Dortmund, because then you're probably going to beat Celtic.
Yeah.
Sociedad at home, I would say so. Then the Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, you just don't know. And these two you expect to win.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So that it could all rely on that Dortmund game.
That's the one.
All right, well, I had a busy transfer window in comparison to Dad, because whereas he only signed 1 player, we signed quite a few, actually. So obviously last season, with the fact that we had the loan signings, we needed to replace both Kenda and Esteval. I needed to bring in wingers. I brought in, to begin with, a player I don't think I actually signed yet, in Issouf Sissoko. £5 million for this guy. Hell of a good.
Yeah, he does look good, doesn't he?
Looks really good as defensive midfielder. So he was one of the first signings that I made. Then we've got Max Morstead in, £20 million. Striking options, so we've got now 3 strikers to go up there with Lorenzo Luca and Rasmus Højlund. All very similar type of strikers too. 6'4", fairly fast, fairly strong. All of them are kind of like that. But then we've got Loic Badi for £33 million. I also needed to bring in a better defender, so Loic Badi comes in. Then we've also got, as I mentioned, as my key signing, Gabriel Martinelli as a free transfer, which is a cracking signing, but Fatawu as well, another free transfer. However, unregistered in the Champions League, could not get him in the Champions League. He's in the Serie A squad, but not in the Champions League. So never mind. Let's have a look at the upcoming fixtures for me in the Champions League. And we have started off the season quite well. Torino, 2-0 against them. Lorenzo Luca got a goal as well as Martinelli on his debut. And a 3-2 away win to AC Milan. We even went 3-0 up as well, but they pulled it back. Copenhagen and good Spurs to kick things off. I've got Bayern Munich, so you got Dortmund, I got Munich. Then we've got Arsenal after Benfica and Sparta Prague, so 2 games I expect to win. Ending with Leverkusen and Villarreal. I think I've got a much easier
I think you have,
one than you have. I mean, Spurs won it recently, to be fair.
I mean,
Bayern Munich.
You've got to be looking at
Arsenal.
Spurs away. It's not going to be an easy game for you. I don't think you'll get that game. And was it Arsenal and Bayern Munich as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dodgy games, isn't it? So you're looking at all the other games, really.
And I've got you right before the Bayern Munich game as well. We've also got each other, as we can see here, in the Super Cup semi-final. So that'll be a game to look out for, because that's another point.
Yeah.
And with the points being 25-12, you need it in this final
I've got to win a
season.
few things this season. I need to win the league at least.
Absolutely. So, league then. I mean, we've started off quite well. We've both 100% so far. Of course, I've played a game extra. What I want to see is the season preview. It still puts me as the overall winner. You in third. What I find quite interesting is, although you're in third, you do not have a single player in the Media Dream 11.
I can't believe that.
Who would you pick to put in there then? Exactly. Maybe Kefren Turam, to be fair.
I'm going to say definitely my midfield players.
Yeah.
Possibly both my midfield players, I think. Can't think who the other one was.
Better than McTominay and Barella?
Possibly Barella. I'm looking at could be better than him.
I don't know. Barella is an unbelievable player.
Yeah, I can't think who my other centre midfielder was, but he was my best one.
You had Sandro Tonali. You brought in Sandro Tonali, didn't you?
So I think he's better
than Barella.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe in real life, maybe on the game, I don't know.
Yeah,
they're very close, but yeah, I am quite shocked to see you didn't have one single player, although I wouldn't know who would put in. All right, final season then. Let us know if you got to the Season 5 crew. If you're part of it, let us know down in the comments section. Remember, if you're helping out on the patreon.com/MegaLukeGaming or the YouTube channel members, you get the save game file at the end. So you get Dad's tactic, the 4-2-3-1, and you get whatever tactic I end up with, which we haven't seen yet. No. I forgot. My final tactic, we have gone for a 3 at the back with a sort of 2 up front. So it's basically a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3.
I thought you was going to go 3 up front.
Really?
Yeah, I thought you was going to go 3
up front. Strikers, though.
I know. All in my head all the time, I thought he's going to play 3 up front eventually.
Nah, I can't seem to get it working this year. But we've got more set. We've got Højlund, Fatawu, Szoboszlai, McTominay. It drops into this weird 3 at the back sort of ordeal that we've got going on here. So it starts off at 3 at the back, but with that 5 in midfield still, with 2 up front. So it drops into sort of a more standard Ruben Amorim style tactic. So interesting, but it started off very well. Let's see what happens then in season number 5. Alright, season number 5. Napoli are champions, but Juventus have sacked Dad. Oh dear, oh dear.
I just don't believe that.
It wasn't even a recent one either. It was actually in December.
I must have been playing really. Do you know, when I bought that defender, I thought he went straight into my defensive lineup as well, and I thought, yeah, I've made that defence a little bit stronger now. That's going to help me out for this season. I didn't have problems scoring goals at all the whole 5 seasons, and I've made that defence so much better. Where did I go wrong?
Oh, well.
What were they doing up to December then?
All over the park.
I mean, it's still finishing 5th as well, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've done very well. 91 points, 12 points above Inter Milan, only 3 losses throughout the whole season. Drew against you. And beat you once, but we'll have a look to see when I beat you.
I lost 13 games. That tells you everything, doesn't it? So
yeah, my final game of the season was against Juve, so we drew earlier on in the league. So I don't win a point for that.
Ah, right, yeah.
But whoever the new manager is, doesn't matter. Now, the games against each other, we mentioned the other one was a draw. There it is. It's the 2-2 there. So away from home 2-2.
That was in October, right.
But the Super Cup,
a lot of greens there,
which was there, I beat you in that one. So I do get a point there because you are in charge at that point.
Yeah.
You were sacked on the 30th of December. So if we're looking at your fixtures, September was a bad start. Genoa and Lazio, bad results. Lost to Liverpool after beating Celtic 8-0. Then won 9-1, 4-1. Then lose 5-2. You were all over the place. Absolutely all over the place.
That's still a good draw away from home.
Yeah. AC Milan lose.
2 wins.
Fiorentina loss.
November's the month.
No, December's the month.
I won 1 game in November.
But in the league, December was the killing blow. Roma away, Napoli in the Super Cup, Atalanta away, Inter Milan was the final game you played.
Oh, was it?
6-2 loss away from home. So that was the killer. A 6-2 loss away from home. Then after that, they went on a nice little bit of run.
I mean, did you see that as well? Where they played against Benfica twice in a row?
Yeah, that's probably the Champions League.
Yeah.
4-0, 5-0. They got knocked out in the round of 16.
Losing 5-0. That's what you get for sacking me.
Get knocked out against the team with the curse. The other competitions, Atalanta won the Coppa Italia. They beat Inter Milan. Be hilarious if it was Juve, wouldn't it? They beat Inter Milan. I was knocked out in the quarter-final of the Champions League by Barcelona, who went on to win it. They won on penalties in that. So, I mean, let's have a look at the league phase and see where we both finish. I finished the top 6. Juve finished in 13th, so we've seen that how you got on. I lost 2. Spurs and Bayern Munich won 6 of them, which I'm happy with. I stuffed Arsenal 3-0. Very good stuff. So then I went into, well, you went into the knockout playoff round, but you didn't actually play it. Villarreal was my opponent in the round of 16, knocked them out before losing to Barcelona in the quarterfinals. Never mind.
So Benfica went on and lost against Spurs.
Yeah.
Because Benfica knocked me out, didn't they?
So, I mean, this tactic was good in the league. It was very good. So what I think I might do is actually keep this tactic here. And then for all of you guys who are going to get the save game file, because now you won't get Dad's, what I'm going to do is I'll load through Dad's tactic here, and I'll also load through my tactic from Season 4 that done so well. The 5 at the back, the flat 5 at the back. Because then you've got the 3 tactics to use. You can utilise that through the save game file there, so you still feel like you get a bit of worth, because Dad was being selfish and got himself sacked, so you wouldn't have been able to use his. So I'll load that through, so all 3 of these have a different tactic there. But let's have a look at the final points tally. Final points for season number 5 is Omega Luke with 6, Dad with -10. So the total points are Omega Luke with 31, Dad with 2. A bit of a flattering finish because of the sacking there, but it didn't help that you didn't pick up any points in season 4 either.
No, that was a bit of a disappointing season for me, really, that season 4. I mean, I didn't expect that to happen to me in season 5.
No.
But season 4 was a disappointing season for me, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there it is. There was the challenge. You had either to change tactic every time or keep the one tactic. You kept the one tactic. It looked smart in season 1.
Yeah, did.
The tactic worked very well. You won the league.
Yeah.
I blame recruitment. Buying 3 strikers, but you can only play 1 up front, neglecting the other player roles.
Do you know what I tried to do as well? I tried to only buy Italian as well. I didn't want to come across that.
Yeah, that didn't work.
No, that didn't work.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Patreon.com/MegaLukeGaming to get those 3 tactics. Or, of course, the YouTube channel members who can sometimes watch videos early as well. Let us know down in the comments if you want us to try any more challenges like this one. Because we've also done a video, if you're waiting for something to watch now, where one of us was allowed to buy players through selling profit, and one of us wasn't allowed to buy players at all. That one's on screen right now.